Hi everyone, welcome back. For today's mani, we're going to be dipping into some dip powders from Bling Galleria. The first color is Fall of Fame, and this is a really pretty gold glitter, but it's almost holographic, so when the light hits it, it almost has like a rainbow effect. It's super pretty, and this gold is perfect for St. Patty's Day. It's the perfect pot of gold. And then we're going to use white pearl, which is definitely a must-have staple color. It is the most beautiful white shimmery pearl dip powder. It is stunning, and it is such a great background for any decals or stamping that you may be doing. And then Emerald Mosaic is screaming leprechaun vibes to me. It is so pretty. It is jam-packed full of beautiful gold, silver, green. There's even some rose gold and some really pretty like chunky glitter pieces that are sporadically mixed in, which makes it a really unique dip powder, and it's so pretty. And these three colors here, like I said, are screaming St. Patty's Day. They are the perfect St. Patty's Day colors. And this combination right here, when I saw it paired together, I knew I had to use it with these cute decals from Kozmik Nails. We're going to be using a little shamrock. We are going to be making a press-on set today, and then I am going to be using dip liquids as well. So we're going to start right away with the mani by using white pearl, only because when I am using anything very white or something with like a very soft finish, and then I'm going in with foils or glitters, I like to make sure that I'm keeping that white pearl dip as pure as possible. So I'm going to go ahead and dip that twice into the dip powder, and then I'm going to go ahead and fully activate that nail. So then when we are playing with the glitters and the foils, that pearl white will stay as white as it can be without getting contaminated. And plus, I do not want any of those little foils or anything like that floating back into that white pearl dip powder right there, because I want to keep it as pure as possible. So that is that white pearl there with 2 dips. I only needed 2 dips with that. It's a very pigmented, full coverage white shimmery dip powder, and I really love it so much. And it is super buttery, and you could also chrome with white pearl as well, so it kind of is like a multi-purpose beautiful dip powder. So right now we're going to go back in with the dip base, and we're going to start out by using the foils today. And if you've ever used a foil dip powder, you know that this right here is normal, but if you haven't, you're probably like, that looks like a hot mess. So foil dip powders need a lot of love, but they're so much fun, and the outcome is definitely worth it at the end, because foils give your mani such a unique dimension, and just how the foils lay, it really gives your nails like it's never going to look the same, the pattern. So anytime you dip into a foil, even though I used this dip powder before, I'm never going to get the same look or outcome, because how the foils lay on the nail, or if I pick up more of those glitters, is going to change like the whole look. So right now, after I went ahead and dipped that nail into the dip powder, I went ahead and cleaned up all those foils, and now I'm just pressing down those foils to really make sure that they're melting down into that nail. Now, if you are using a gel base, you will notice that the foils really melt down into that nail quite easier than if you are using dip liquids. So just keep that in mind. So right now we're going to go back in with a second layer of dip base, and we're going to go ahead and add more foils to this nail. So you will see here I am brushing off the brush off to the side there, just to eliminate any staining that may be on the brush. It is normal when you are using dip powders with foils in it that you might get a little bit of staining on your brush when those foils kind of bleed together a little bit, but Bling Galleria's foils in general have very minimal bleeding. I've tried using the foils in other videos with gel base, doing the gel method, and I had really no problems at all. And then I have very minimal bleeding issues with the dip liquids as well. So right now, that silver foil there was a little bit too stark for me. It was just very bold and a lot of silver right there. So I just gently took that precision tool and kind of moved around that foil to break it up a little bit, to give it more of not just like a stark look. So that is what it looks like with 2 dips, and I really like how those foils organically laid on the nail, and then how I picked up some of those glitters. And you can see here when I am dusting off that nail, there are a lot of little foils flying around, but it's okay. We're gonna go ahead and hand place a few more foils. I just want to make sure I'm adding some more green for St. Patty's Day, and then some more pops of gold. So that's the fun thing about foils, is that they are just so fun, and you can do so much with these foils. You can add more foils. You can totally do like a solid color nail and then use some of the foils to make like an accent or a design. Foil dip powders, the options for making a mani with these powders are truly endless, and Bling Galleria has so many beautiful foil dip powders. I mean, so many. Like, I don't even know how she comes up with these beautiful dip powders, but they're all really beautiful and unique. So definitely after this mani, head over to Bling Galleria and check out those beautiful foil dips powders. But this one right here, Emerald Mosaic, is perfect for St. Patty's Day. And look at how cram-packed in the cupcake blender that dip powder is with all those foils. And those foils are huge. Like, I had trouble getting all that beautiful goodness back into the jar at the end when I was done with the mani, because she really does cram pack the jars full of those beautiful foils. And you will also notice that when I am using foils that it can be a little bit messy. I mean, same thing with glitters, but I use these little like dental bibs on my nail desk to help with mess. So then when I'm done with dipping into those powders, I can just go ahead and fold that up and throw it away. And then it kind of contains everything on that one little dental bib. Before I became a stay-at-home mom, I actually used to work in the dental field. And so I've been using these dental napkins for quite a while now, and they definitely come in handy. And they have waterproof background, so if on accident you spill anything like your activator or anything like that, as long as you quickly pick up that dental napkin, you're going to be fine and your surface will not get damaged. Okay, so enough chit chat. Let's get into this beautiful mani and enjoy some St. Patty's Irish music, and I will pop back in at the end. right, we're just wrapping up the mani here, and how fun is this mani? I think this foil dip powder really makes this mani pop in that little decal. That shamrock really kind of ties it all together. I really like the combination of the foil paired with that Fall of Fame glitter. It is so pretty. It is giving me, like, if I found a leprechaun at the end of the rainbow with a pot of gold, this would be like the colors that I would be seeing. And of course, tons of shamrocks everywhere. But I really like how this mani turned out, and I hope you enjoyed it. I will go ahead and link everything that we used in today's mani in the description box below. I'll also link Bling Galleria's Facebook page and Instagram information in the description box as well, so you can check those out. There's always a lot of fun stuff happening, especially on the Facebook page. There are naming contests for new dip powders that are releasing, so definitely check that out, and you can see other ambassadors' manis as well for inspiration. Alright, so give this video a thumbs up, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's upload.